Father Mike, and this is my Christmas Eve message to you on Christmas Eve 2020. We've been spending a lot of time this year alone in our own homes with our families or those we live with, unable to see the greater portion of our family, and for a lot of us it's been very difficult. We've been having issues with feeling alone or lost or disconnected from the world because we aren't able to leave our homes in a lot of cases, and we're not able to give people hugs and have that physical connection that we so long for as human beings. And that's okay. That's okay that we are longing for these things. It's okay that we're wanting to have compassion and feel the comfort of those that we love around us. This year has been crazy for everybody, and I want you to know that you're loved and you're cared about, and this Christmas can be something for you, a sense of renewal or a start of something new. We don't have to end the year on a bad note, so to speak. We all have things going on in our lives, and we need to remember that in this time of cold and sheltering in place and trying to stay warm by a fire, at the time where we would normally have huge family gatherings and huge functions, we're having to relook how we interact and deal with the world. So there are ways to be with each other. We can do it digitally. We can make phone calls. We can do all of the things that we would normally do in our celebration. We just have to do it with a little bit of distance. And distance is one of those things that really doesn't sit well with a lot of us. We like to be in community with each other. But this is now a time of opportunity, a time for us to remember and realize who we are and where we want to go from here. I want to share with you a little aspect of what's happened for me. Just this week, on Tuesday, I found out that my little brother passed away. He died in a motorcycle accident, and it's pretty tragic, and I'm still working through a lot of that. But it's gotten me to think about what this holiday is going to mean for me and for so many other people who have lost family members during this time. And I don't know what the next few weeks are going to be as I sit and plan and think about what is going to happen at my brother's funeral, or who's going to be there, because it won't be as big as it probably would normally have been or should be, or what I'm going to say, because what do you say? What do you say when your baby brother dies so unexpectedly? How do you reconcile your faith with what you know is the truth about where he's at and what's going on, and how you feel? Because I'll tell you right now, I feel angry. I feel angry that he's not going to be able to spend this Christmas with his family, his kids, that we're not going to be able to talk tomorrow or any other time in the future physically. But I have to remember that this is an opportunity for me to remember why I got into ministry. And a lot of what I do in ministry is centered around death. And I spend a lot of time talking to people about how death is just the beginning. It's a step in a new direction. Those who have passed on get to have a new experience for their existence. We may not get to see them physically. We may not get to call them or hold them or touch them or hear their voice, but we still get to know in our hearts that they're okay. We still get to pray to them, for them, about them. We get to share their story with others and show people that their contribution to the world is valid and significant. And even if they just affected one person in their life, that was enough. If they were able to show love to one person, that was enough. And yeah, we can have so many regrets about what we did do or didn't do, but that's for us. They're no longer worried about it. Our regrets are ours, and all we can do is use this moment to move on and learn and be different for other people. So we can choose to love and be compassionate and share that person's love for the world and share their story and help others who may be in similar positions or going through similar things. So I want us all to think about what this time of birth is about. As our Christ was born in the Christmas time, we want to remember that we can be born also. And this is not, for a lot of us, an end of a year, but it can be the start of something new and amazing, just like Jesus' birth was the start of something new and amazing. He had the he had the entire weight of the world on his shoulders and didn't even know it. And we can understand that for ourselves, because going into 2021, praying that 2021 is going to be something greater than it is today, we can say goodbye to the pain and the heartache and say hello to our new future. And we can live in that moment every single day. So I just want to give you all some hope and let you know that we all are struggling. We're all struggling with where we are and who we want to be and where do we go next. But in that struggle, we can also realize who we are and be the amazing human beings that we were created to be. So I just want to say Merry Christmas. And I hope that in the midst of the dumpster fire that we can call 2020, that you find your own joy and your own peace. And make sure that you tell people that you love them. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. If you have estranged family members or if you have cut people out of your lives, now is the time to make those connections again. Now is the time to be able to say, I'm still hurting, but there's something greater and more worth it. Because I'm in the unenviable position of trying to find people who have been estranged from our family, to let them know that their little brother has died, or to let them know that a family member has died. And that's very difficult to be a position to be on. So if you have people in your family that have gone missing or gone astray, or you just can't find them, do the hard work that it takes to find them again, because we need more and more of those connections. We don't need to be feeling like we're left alone. And if you are someone who has cut out members of your family, you are validated in your feelings and reasons why that happened. But I want you to know that if something happens to them, you'll want to know what's going on. And so just at least keep 1 or 2 or 3 open lines of communication. They don't have to be regular, they don't have to be consistent, but they have to be open, so that people can find you and know where you are and if you're okay, because that's all we really need to know. We just need to know that each other are okay. We don't need to go into depth about what is going on in our lives, especially if we're trying to recover from traumatic experiences. But everybody, I want you all to know that you're loved, and do your very best to have the very best Christmas you can. And in the next year, in the new year, find ways that you can grow in yourself, grow in your love for others, and find ways to create connections where there weren't before. A lot of us are going to have to do it digitally. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for all the technology that we have. As crazy and insane and frustrating as technology can be, it is an opportunity for us to have windows and glimpses into the lives of those who are far away and who we can't be with now. So once again, Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a great and wonderful New Year.